Hi everyone, I'm Superintendent Stephen Grado. I'd like to take this moment to welcome you all back to school. It's going to be great having students here in the school. Last year was very difficult. We had a lot of rules we had to follow, but we made it through. Everybody was in school every day because of the hard work of students and parents and teachers and faculty and everybody. Everybody worked together last year to make it go well. We're going to do it again this year. The rules are actually a bit different this year, but we're going to have a little bit more freedom than we had last year, which is good. And your teachers have been here in this beautiful school, and they've been working hard to prepare for the classes and for the arrival of students on September 7th. Here we are in the gym, and the PE teachers have put up their expectations for behavior this year. I'll take you for a little tour of the school and let you see what's going on and give you some information that might be useful to you as you prepare for the first day. So here we are where the morning for most kids will begin. This is where the buses will drop students off. So you remember last year, students might walk up the road to get to this door. They're not going to do that anymore. Students will enter through the way they used to. Buses will drop off right here at the north entrance and go to either the cafeteria or the auditorium, and walkers or people dropped off by parents will enter through the main entrance, and they will go immediately to the auditorium or to the cafeteria for breakfast. There's only two exceptions to that. Okay? If your child is in second grade, they're going to be eating breakfast in their classroom so that we can spread out a little bit more. Or if they're in fourth grade. So if your child's in second or fourth, you can tell them when they get to school on September 7th, they should go right to their classrooms. And then I'll show you where we're going to eat. That's important. So here we are in the cafeteria. Now this looks like the cafeteria now. Last year, it was actually the 7th grade classroom. Students ate and stayed in their rooms all the time. We got a little more freedom this year. Students will be allowed to eat in the cafeteria during breakfast and lunch. So here we are, it's spread out a bit. This is not the only cafeteria we have now though. I'll show you. We also have this cafeteria. Now this may look like a band room to you because it used to be, but this year the band will actually be doing all of their work in the auditorium, give them room to spread out, and now we have two cafeterias so that all our students can spread out. So in the mornings, students who come to cafeteria for breakfast, unless they're in second or fourth grade, the middle school, high school students will eat over there, and the elementary students will eat over here. We'll do our best to socially distance them while they're eating. Hey, there's been a lot of changes over the summer since last year getting ready for school. One thing we've done is hire a lot of new staff. So I'd like to introduce them to you, at least tell you who they are. I hope I don't forget anybody. Here we go. We have Miss Mary Kane, who is going to be our school social worker. Madeline Carallo is going to be our guidance counselor. Becky Hartwell will be a new math elementary interventionist. Amanda Drake will be a new special education teacher. Suzanne Hurtado was a half-time special education teacher, half-time aide last year. She's now going to be a full-time special education teacher. We have two new teacher's aides, Lexi Pointer and Justin Kurtberger, who will be our teacher's aides. We have Kim Hall, who will be our permanent sub. She'll sub for us every day. And one new cafeteria worker, Julie Studnicki. And of course, some people have moved around a bit. Miss Mary Giroux has retired, and she has been replaced in the kindergarten by Kelly Hafner. So here we are in the kindergarten room, and she's done a great job getting things looking good. All our teachers have been working hard. School's going to be looking sharp on day number 1. So here we are in front of the nurse's office, a very important part of the school all the time, but especially in the time of coronavirus. Nurse Kelly is inside, and she was telling me about the things that are most important when parents send their children to school in the morning. So let me see if I can refer to my notes and tell you a few things that she said. She said, please do not send your child to school if they are sick. It is important that if they have any of these symptoms, you do not send them to school. And it is important that each morning you check to see if your child has these symptoms. Temperature 100 degrees or above, chills, shortness of breath, new cough, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headaches, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. If your child has any of these symptoms, please do not send them to school. Please refer them to your physician and have them looked at. And also, it's important to notice that this year we will be a nut-free school, as we have been occasionally in the past. We are a nut-free school to protect people with allergies. So No nuts or shellfish. This includes peanuts, tree nuts, sesame seeds, flax seeds, and shellfish. Please pay close attention to this. Don't send your child to school with any of these things. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let me tell you about the COVID rules of return to school. Most importantly is the mask rule. There's been a lot of confusion about mask rules. In fact, they change frequently, but I'm going to tell you that the Commissioner of Education has said the following. In public schools in New York State, anyone who enters the school must wear a mask unless they are eating, drinking, singing, or playing a wind instrument. So the rules actually for masks this year are a little bit more restrictive than they were last year. Last year, if you could be socially distanced by 6 feet, you did not have to wear a mask. Now masks are required all the time in the school unless you're doing one of those 4 things. The good news is when you're outside, you don't have to wear a mask. So this has an impact on mask breaks. In the past, we've always had mask breaks. We're going to try to again. However, we can only have mask breaks by going outside or mask breaks if a child is eating a snack or taking a drink. So other than that, students will wear their masks inside the building at all times. So the teachers are going to do their best to get kids outside as often as possible, at least when the weather is good. Hey, one thing about buses that's very important. Please make sure that your child wears a mask on the bus at all times. That's for safety, and it is a state law. Oh, I just want to remind you that the beautiful front steps are now open. So last year they were open too, but everybody walked up the road to get to school. From now on, if you are a walker or if you're being dropped off, all students who are not riding the bus should enter right here through the main entrance. Also notice we have a few picnic tables out here on the front lawn, some on the back lawn. A lot of kids will be out here eating lunch or taking mask breaks occasionally. I want to take a minute and show you our new tent. We are dedicated to getting students outside as much as possible. So this will be an outdoor classroom or learning space. And we have the Fish and Game Club, who is going to loan us a bunch of picnic tables in the near future so we can get more seating outside for those who want it. Hey, let me tell you a little bit more about masks. Masks are very important. They must be worn inside at all times, and they must cover your nose and your mouth, kind of like that. So your mask should cover pretty securely mouth and nose. Please make sure you wear a good mask. If you're wearing it like this, it is not effective and will not be permitted. You got to wear it over your nose and your mouth. Please remember, gaiters and bandanas can only be worn if approved by the school nurse. So if you're going to want to wear one of those, please see Nurse Kelly. So that's the end of our tour. We are really looking forward to having everybody back. It's going to be a great year. Teachers are excited, staff's excited, parents are excited, kids are excited. It's going to be a great time. We're going to do good things for kids here at Screw Lake Central School. So please send your child here at 8 o'clock a.m. on September 7th, and we'll be looking forward to having them. Great, see you later.